What's going on, boys? We got a market recap today for Monday, June 8th. And once again, this is in contention. This is literally probably the easiest no trade day. I say this a lot, but it does not get easier to not take a trade than today. So I'm going to make this video really short and simple. We're bouncing between high time frame gaps after the sell-off, the huge sell-off last Friday. I want to see us attack this sell side liquidity. Why else would we get this big sell off? Same thing with ES. ES hasn't taken this daily low either, so that's my main target. And then we have now rebalanced to equilibrium, but this is the draw on liquidity down here, and we have just a bunch of high time frame gaps that we have rebalanced to and rebalanced to equilibrium. Like I said, I have it marked out, but the problem is this move was so big that there's nothing to target higher. Nothing to target higher. Zooming into the 1 hour time frame, the closest low is right here, which was 362 points away from where we opened up the market this morning. So there was just literally nothing to target. You could try to cope and try to catch a setup to equilibrium, but it's like we don't have to go there. We're within the high time frame bearish 4 hour gaps. So from here, I'd want to see bearish reactions. That's the only thing that makes sense high time frame wise right now, but there was nothing to execute off of it. So after huge expansion days like we had on Friday, where we dumped, NASDAQ was down like 4.5% to 5% on one singular day. How big was this dump here? 1,500 points. You're gonna have days like today where there's just a bunch of gaps that we need to go retrace to. And so right now I'm still bearish going into later this week. Today was also a no news Monday too, so just adding confluence on top of the fact that I was not expecting to take a trade whatsoever. So would want to ideally see bearish reactions from this point. If we start to run through it, then I can flip my bias. But even at this point in time, like, would probably have to run through that 4 hour gap, and then the closest thing you could even target would be these highs. So we'll just have to wait and see what kind of price action forms throughout the rest of the day today, and then overnight leading into the market open tomorrow. Like I said, ideally we start to come down here and start this market maker sell model targeting the daily sell side liquidity, and then further rebalancing to this weekly fair value gap right here. That's what makes the most sense to me right now, especially after tapping equilibrium of the range, but we will just have to wait and see. So literally nothing presented this morning for me with the way that I trade, and I never even consider. I could have honestly just closed the charts. Today was one of those days where I log on to see what we look like, and I could have just closed the charts right then and there, because as soon as I opened them and saw we were within high time frame gaps, there's nothing to target. Makes it really easy and really simple. So yeah, today's a good day of no trades, and we will just have to wait and see what kind of opportunity presents itself later on in the week. A day of no trades is a good day. So that's my mindset. That's what I saw this morning. Gonna keep this short and simple, and that's the market recap for today. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see y'all tomorrow in tomorrow's market recap. Staying patient for good opportunity this week. All right, peace.